Okay, here's part two. Unfortunately I had a phone call while I was making the first video and it cancelled my video, so I've had to make another one because I don't know how to splice them together. All I've done here is show her holding a little bomb in her hand, just about to reach for a gun as well. I suppose splitting the video will enable me maybe to do a couple of extra poses, but this is a bit of a pain in the arse. I've got that phone call. Fuckers. Anyway, on to the next. Here she is with two of her alternate hands. These are, I think they're called the Stinger. I think she only used it once in the film, but it's the Stinger hands she's got, and the wrist gauntlets, or whatever you want to call them. Hopefully I'll just try and get it into focus. There you go. Slight little paint of blue on them. Here she is, sort of looking at a boxing sort of pose. I'll do several poses of her with these on, just to lengthen this part 2 video out. Again, I apologise for cutting the last video off. As I said, I had a phone call. Very simple pose, simple stance, as always. So I'll try and put her in a more aggressive stance next. Just made this pose up, getting ready to punch out or ignite her stingers. Again, very easy. You'll notice that with all my poses, they are very simple. Not very artistic when it comes to poses. So do a couple more poses with these gloves, and then I'll finish off the video and give you a little bit of info on what's coming up next. Here we have her up in the air. Looks like she's just going to come down on someone and lay some hurt on them. Again, you might need a different stand for this, well, you definitely will do. Nice little pose, a bit more dramatic. Not a lot of people show their Black Widow figure sort of in the air, as it were, but I'll try and do another couple more poses of her up in the air, and then we'll finish off the video. Again, she's got her Stinger gloves on. Okay, changed my mind. I decided to show her doing a kick, and that's about as far as I could really get the legs to stretch without her falling over, without damaging the suit. But just to show that she can do it, a little bit of imagination, a little bit of manipulation on the figure, so she can actually do that. Again, she's got her Stinger gloves on. Would love to see a solo film of Black Widow. They did mention it, and they were talking about it. Whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. I mean, she's going to be in the new Captain America film, but I'd love to see a film with her on her own. That'd be really cool. I don't know whether Scarlet would do it. Hopefully she will, because she is Black Widow in my eyes. But yeah, there we go. That's a few poses for you to sort of maybe try out yourself. Maybe you like one or two of them and it's made you decide that that's how you want to show your Black Widow figure. I will pause it here and put her in the stance that I'm going to be showing her in my detolf, and then I'll tell you a few things about what is coming up very soon, so stay with me. Okay, this is the pose I just like to keep her in the detolf. Nothing dramatic, but it's got one of her accessories with her, which is always a bonus when showing these figures. So what's coming up? I've just got an email from Big Bad Toy Store saying that my Storm Shadow and my Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises is now in stock and been processed, and it should be on its way to me now. So bearing in mind it normally takes up to about 2 weeks for them to arrive from Big Bad Toy Store, because I've also got to go down and pay the customs fee before I can pick them up. But they will be the next 2 new figures that I will be doing videos on. I might do 1 or 2 more of these beforehand, but only if someone suggests a figure. I'm not just going to pick one up and do it. So you suggest a figure for me to do some poses on, and I will do that for you. What else is coming up? Not sure. Hopefully I'm going to be buying the 89 Batman, not the new one, but the old one, the Michael Keaton Batman. I would like to have that. So I'm looking around for some deals on eBay at the moment to get him. My Celtic Predator that I was selling, I've still got him up for sale. I've dropped him to below £400. Now a lot of people said £400, you're having a laugh, too much money, especially when there's a new one coming out. What you've got to remember is the older figures are like antiques. You know, they're highly sought after. There's still a lot of people out there who would love to have them, and these are figures that are very limited, and they do shoot up in price. I mean, I've seen them on the eBay for over £1,600, which is, yes, way too much. But I think £300 to £400 for a Celtic Predator, the original, in mint condition, nothing missing, nothing broken, I think is a pretty good buy. Even though there is a new one coming out, which looks better, but you've got to remember, as I say, it's like an antique, and antiques go up in price. It's like a rare figure. It's the same as if they brought out, if they redid the Anycom Scar Predator that was released. I mean, that's going for silly money because they're super rare. But if they re-release something like that, maybe an updated version of that, which they don't need to, seeing as the new Scar is also being released. But if they did, the old one would still be worth a lot of money, and that's the same for the old Scar, the old Celtic and the old Chopper. And I'm sure that Hot Toys will re-release Chopper as well, probably towards the end of next year, maybe the year after. But that's one figure, I say, Batman, that I'm trying to get hold of. Got quite a few that I've placed orders on through Sideshow. I don't normally go through Sideshow, but I have this time. Some of the ones that were advertised at the San Diego Comic-Con 2013. Mainly a couple of the Iron Man ones, which I said I wasn't going to get, but I love the look of them, so I will be getting a few of them. What else? What other old figures do I want to get? I'm still thinking about an Iron Man Mark II, the Armour Unleashed version. I'm still thinking about possibly getting one of those, purely because I love the chrome look on the body of it, and it's just something a little bit different. Hulk, still not in on Big Bad Toy Store, although a lot of people have already got him. But he will be coming my way. How the hell I'm going to show him, I don't know, because he will not fit in the Detolf. So I might have to get a separate glass cabinet for that. Trying to think if there's any other figures that I might want to get. It would mean I will have to sell a few more off. I'm still torn with the idea of selling off my Sarah Connor and my Angelica from Pirates of the Caribbean, and possibly my Captain Jack Sparrow, the DX version. I might get rid of him as well. Still toying with that. I'm not going to get Tonto. Don't know if I'm going to get the Mandarin or not from the Iron Man 3 movie. Possibly not. I'm not too up on the villains really. The only real villains I've got is in my collection is the Joker, Loki and Bane. I think they're the only 3 that I've got that I can think of. That's not including the Predators, of course. Still waiting for Hot Toys to release a Celine figure from Underworld. There's no news on that, but please, 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 Hot Toys, try and get the license and the OK from Kate to do one, because that would be an absolutely awesome figure. As well as some more Miller figures. Miller Jovovich from Resident Evil would be nice. What else? I think that's about it. Just trying to think. There was something I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was now. Oh bollocks! Never mind. But that's enough for me. This is the part 2. Again, sorry for finishing the part 1 video off abruptly. But I will get both these uploaded today, so hopefully you'll be able to see them both on the same day. It does take a long time to upload these videos, probably a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, because my internet connection here is shit. So that's enough for me, waffling on. Sorry if I bored you. Again, feel free to leave comments. If there's any figures that you want me to do several poses on that I've got in my collection, then feel free to send a request, and I will definitely get round to doing it at some stage. I don't ignore people's requests. If they want to see something, I will do it eventually, I promise. So keep collecting, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.